Welcome everyone to Leadership Connects. We are so excited to hear more about Feed Evansville, and we have Lisa Vaughan here to tell us all about what they're doing. And what's so exciting is there's many, many ways in which LE alumni can help. So Lisa, thank you so much. And thank you from the bottom of our hearts for the amazing work that you and your team are doing to give so many people who need food. I just can't tell you how amazed we are at what you're doing. So Lisa, take it. Tell us what we need to know, how we can help. And thanks so much for coming.
Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. So Feed Evansville was actually a grassroots initiative by leaders of the community. A little background regarding me. I am involved in around 26 nonprofits in the Evansville area. I consider myself a professional volunteer. By trade, I'm a homemaker, stay home with my kids. And Junior League of Evansville that I'm a part of, I'm the VP of Community currently, has been working on food insecurity for the last couple years. I personally experienced food insecurity as a child, and so I have different points of view regarding food insecurity. But the Junior League has been feeding children on the weekends and during school break. And when the pandemic hit and we knew the kids were going to be out of school, the Deputy Mayor, Steve Schaefer, and Councilman Alex Burton reached out to me and asked if Junior League would continue their lunch program during spring break. And we not only continued it, but we increased it. We normally do about 200 meals in a neighborhood. We did almost 2,000 meals that week. And we've been continuing to do meals throughout the pandemic. And as Steve and Alex and I continued to talk, we realized that there was a bit bigger issue and a bigger situation that needed to be tackled. And then Feed Evansville was formed. We got all of the food agencies in town at the table, started talking, and what Feed Evansville does is basically is a hub situation. So we've been basically coordinating what food services is taking place. We're not telling any agencies what to do or anything, but we're reaching out to them, finding out what they're doing, what resources they might need, how we can expand their bandwidth, maybe make suggestions of how they could pivot, because what we've done is we've mapped out the entire city and we see the gaps. So things that we do know, we know that 50% of the children in the school system are on free and reduced lunch. We know the school system is doing a fantastic job feeding the kids during the shutdown on their Monday, Wednesday, and Friday grab and goes, but they were only reaching about a 10%. So the school system pivoted in interest of keeping their cafeteria workers safer, from keeping people having to come to the school, and they handed out the boxes that would feed a child for almost 2 weeks. So some of the gaps we're seeing are on the north side, the west side, and the east side of town. So Feed Evansville goes out and we fill those gaps. We're helping with grab and go meals in those areas. We're helping with pantry boxes. We've also set a goal of making sure that everyone feels comfortable receiving groceries. So maybe you have, you're an elderly situation if you're that 65 or older age range, or maybe you have immune compromise and you don't feel comfortable going to the grocery store. In fact, I met a woman about a week ago. She's just recovered from cancer in February and she's been very uncomfortable. And so for the past week, she's been eating peanut butters and crackers because going to the store was too much of an anxiety for her. So we're taking grocery boxes, but she can pay for that grocery box because she has the means to pay for it. So for $40, the grocery box is just filled. It's actually more than $40 worth of groceries. And I'm able to put that grocery box on her front door using my mask and my gloves. I ring the doorbell, I knock, I walk away. She opens up, she picks up her grocery box. She's happy. We're also able to do that for mothers and fathers who are on SNAP benefits. Most of the population who are receiving SNAP, which you might know as food stamps, are single parents. And so you no longer can take a child into the grocery store. So how do you not take a child in the grocery store? You can't leave them in the car. You can't leave them at home, care working. Having babysitters is really not accessible at the moment. So we also can provide a grocery box to those people. So we're doing grocery boxes, we're doing pantry boxes, which are completely donated and free to everybody. We're doing grab and go meals. And then we're also helping all the agencies with their volunteers that they need, maybe some resources. If they need juice boxes, they need to be able to focus their staff on what their daily operations are. They reach out to me. I say, hey, I'll help. So they, along with me try to get these juice boxes. Well, they're not just getting like a couple juice boxes, we're getting thousands of them. And usually because I'm helping them, we can accomplish it within a day or two, which normally would have taken them weeks. So we're just really trying to make sure that efforts aren't doubled, that resources are being used appropriately, and that we all know what's going on so we can be more effective during the shutdown. And that's pretty much what we're doing. How Leadership Evansville can help, you can volunteer. We need volunteers weekly for all kinds of organizations. We need different things. You can deliver groceries, you can help pack pantry boxes, you can help make meals, you can pass meals out. So there's all kinds of things you can do. We also are accepting donations. You can go to healthyevv.com. You scroll to the bottom of the page and there's a donation button. Or we will take physical donations of food like juice boxes, snacks, lunch meat, bread, chips, things of that nature. But I will say we are really lucky that CRS One Source, food distributor in town out of Owensboro, who helps with Evansville, they're giving us food at cost, and they're really helping us out a lot. Alan Clark is just such a pillar of our community, and he's really stepping up and making sure that we have what we need. So we can really take that dollar that you donate and stretch it very far. So there's different ways to volunteer, there's different ways to give, and then just spread the word. When we post things on our Facebook page, Feed Evansville, let everybody know what's going on. Our biggest issue right now that we want to tackle is our Alice community. Those are our community members that have just recently been furloughed or out of work for the last 8 weeks. And they've always lived either paycheck to paycheck or managed money to a point, but now this is going to set them behind. But they've also never had services before. So they don't know what services are out there or how to reach them or how to get to them. Well, we want to change that. So you need to become knowledgeable on the services. And so in order to help you, so you can share with your friends, your coworkers, your social media platform, we're posting those services on Feed Evansville. So if you can't give of your time or your resources, please give your avocation and really go out there and spread the word on what is happening in Evansville. And together we'll definitely be able to feed Evansville. You're on mute, Lynn.
There we go. Would you be able to tell people that are listening the exact link to go to sign up for volunteerism, where to give? And then also, I believe you all have created a list of current hours and services of places where people can get food. So you coordinated all that, where it used to be kind of tricky to figure out where to go and what day, and where we can get that. And then we can post that with the video as well.
Yeah, so the exact link of where to volunteer is a little tricky. It's all coded. There's not a quick link, but you can go to Feed Evansville Facebook page and the link will be right there. It's pinned to the top and you can click that link and it's a forever active link. So as we add things, it's always changing. So always go back and check that link and I'll share it with you. Another place to go is the city's website and the reopening of COVID-19. We have an entire map there and you can scroll over the map and you can find all the resources, the grab and go meals, the pantries, the delivery systems that are in place. And another thing I want to say is that we're kind of taking the opportunity while we're all being aware and of our surroundings and what's happening is, you know, having good terminology. So pantries has such a condensation to it that it was never intended, but has kind of formulated that's for the poorest of the poor. Pantries are for everybody. It's really a community food share. And so to kind of put that message out that, you know, pantries are for everybody in multiple ways. You are either going to go donate to the pantry or you're going to receive from the pantry. And sometimes that circle goes around and round. So remember, these are food community share opportunities for all of us.
Awesome, perfect. And alumni, if you couldn't follow where the links are on leadershipeveryone.org, our first banner, click into there and we have all these things listed as well. So, and if you still can't find it, call us, because we will get you there. We will make sure that you get to volunteer, give, donate. And I will do a plug. This is a wonderful thing. If you've got some extra money and if you're able to do it, please, please help Lisa and the collaboration of wonderful people to make Feed Evansville a reality for the people who need it most. One other little thing, don't be afraid to ask for help. All of us have needed to at one point in our life, and we all may be soon, we don't know. But please tell anybody, this is for everyone, and we all want to help and be there for you. Lisa, is there anything else that you would like to share before we sign off?
No, I just want to say that it's been a pleasure to see our great city come together. I had no doubt that we would, but I'm always in awe of that, that we really kind of pull up our bootstraps and say, what do we need? And we put everything else in our thoughts behind, and really just make sure that the people in need receive what is necessary. And we're very supportive of one another. So that's just a joy. And I know that Lead Everyone is a big component and a part of that. So thank you so much for everything that you all do. Another thing is just to kind of highlight that food insecurity has been around in Evansville for a long time. This is not new because of COVID-19, but COVID-19 has shined a spotlight on it that we can no longer ignore. So the grandmother figure who has not eaten in a day and a half because she wants to make sure that the children eat instead of her. The woman I talked about eating the peanut butters and crackers for a week. The mom who had 4 kids and was desperate and needed a grocery box. Those things were existing prior to COVID-19. So as we start becoming more comfortable with reopening, please don't forget to check on your neighbor. Please don't forget to just say hi and see how people are doing, because this is going to have long lasting effects that we're not sure what that looks like yet. But some of these things were happening prior to. So it's always important just to be aware that things might be normal for us now, but they're not going to be normal for everybody.
Very good, Lisa. Thank you so much. And please tell your whole team and all the people that have been collaborating how much we appreciate you and the work you're doing, and to never hesitate. If there's a new ask, a new need, you let LE alumni, and I mean, we're like an army of folks. We will just troop on in and help. So don't ever think not to ask. And thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me. We'll talk really soon. Thank you.